Here comes 1.5 cubic yards of Sweet Peat. They're 2 hours early. I was going to get a video of the whole thing. Hi! You're early! I was going to video the whole thing. I'm catching a little of it. That's all Sweet Peat, right? Yeah. How much you bring? Oh, you didn't measure it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 1.5 yards. It's probably about 1,500 or 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, 1.5 yards is what I ordered. Just making sure. Just thought you might want to see what 1.5 yards looks like if you have it delivered. Oh boy, it's more than I thought. Last time I got 2 yards. Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble. I messed up the driveway last year and didn't put a tarp down. We tromped around in mud for like 6 months. Oh, did I get hell for that. This is such a nice product. 100% organic. Just bits of wood, chips, soil, compost, manures. Just all natural from the forest floor. I'll tell you in a second how much that cost, so you can get an idea. See, it's right next to my garden. I'm just getting ready to plant, build rather. I'm gonna have a whole video on how to build a container garden with trays, so make sure you watch for that. Waist high. This is in Northern Ohio. Smith Brothers, I think, is the company that has this organic Sweet Peat. They do a really good job. I had them my first season. This is my 3rd season. Guess they're getting it all clean for the next load. Oh, nice. You a pro. Get you another view here, another angle. The grass is so slippy, I gotta go down the hill. So you can get a feeling of the size of the pile. Way cheaper to get it delivered than to buy it by the bag. A lot of people are intimidated about having soil delivered. They just think it's scary or it's going to make a big mess, but it's just so much easier, especially if you're building a new garden like I am. You got everything that needs filled. Why not start fresh and start nice and make it easy on yourself and spend the least amount of money possible and have it delivered. But definitely do the tarp. Don't do what we did last year. What I did last year. He's almost done, and then I'll give you a bird's eye view. Show it to you close up so you can see how rich it is. It's rare to find something like this 100% organic. In this area, people just aren't as into organic as they are out in California, my old stomping ground. Bet y'all didn't know that. I used to be a San Francisco girl. Had my chiropractic practice out there for 9 years. Lived over on Alameda on the coast. And didn't have the kind of land and beauty that I have here. It's got 3 acres of gorgeousness. And he's almost done. I want to give you a close-up look. I'll give you a smell. Even though you can't smell it, I'll smell it for you. It's just so rich. And richness of soil is everything. People are buying all this cheap topsoil and cheap junk soil filled with fertilizers and stuff. It's terrible for your food. Thank you! Oh, okay, great. Okay, he's gone, and I just signed my receipt. And this is 1.5 cubic yards. When I first started doing this, I had no idea, just so you can get a feeling of the size of it, how much soil to have delivered. And believe me, I had way too much. I had 2 cubic yards of this and 2 cubic yards of topsoil. And we had like mountains. I maybe even got 2.5. I don't know. It was just ridiculous. So I even think I got too much this time, but I got it to fill these 8 trays and 2 tubs for my new container garden. But we'll be able to store it in the back if I don't use it. But let me tell you how good this is. It is light, fluffy, oh, and it smells, how can I describe it? It smells so rich and so earthy, foresty. It's not soil. It's just chopped up, tons of different kinds of, like I said, compost, manures, wood chips, things from the floor of the forest, probably some bat guano and all different kinds of stuff. So, oh, my phone's gonna die there. Anyway, I am very excited, and don't be afraid to go get some soil delivered. You know, just be brave. Make a big garden. And oh, the price, I wanted to tell you that. Here's my receipt. It was $47. I kept the sun in my eye, so I have no idea if you can see that. $47 for a cubic yard. And I got 1.5, so that was $70 and $15 delivery. So this whole pile right here was $91. Now, if I would have bought this in the bags they had in the store, we priced it out at the front counter, and it's almost, it's not half as much, but it was close. This was probably 2/3 of what it would have cost if I would have bought it in the bags. The bags were, oh, it's a couple cubic feet for in $9, and I would have had to have 16, 18, 20 bags. So I didn't do all the calculations. The gal did it for me, but major savings. And it's just pure gold. And you see all my containers up here, they all need topped off. The beauty of when you do container gardening, which I do all raised bedding container gardening, is you only have to top off. Once you have to put that expense of the first year, yeah, it's tough. You have to put out a couple $100, depending on how big your garden is, 50 bucks, whatever, buy your soil and your peat or your soil amendments, your vermiculite. But then once the containers are filled, once these trays are filled, they're just gonna need, I don't know, you know, just topped off. Maybe 1/6 of the container will need refreshing, and I kind of stir it from the bottom, add some more fresh stuff, and the expense is just way cheaper. So I'm going to hang out with 3 gardens for now. Who knows? I might end up with 20 of them. I can't seem to stop. But for right now, this is going to do me. I'm so excited about the huge amount of food that I can grow out of these 8 trays and these 2 tubs. It's deceiving. The best peppers I've ever grown, red sweet bell peppers, were up there in that little cement mixing tray from Home Depot. And that's not 2 by 3. That's probably, 1.5 by 2.5 by 8 inches. And I grew pepper plants that were like 3.5 feet tall. And the peppers were gorgeous. Huge red peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers, and chocolate peppers in a tray. Who'd have thought it? So that's why I know in these trays I can grow almost everything except tomatoes. They need the depth of buckets. All right, this is going long. Sorry about that, but I wanted to encourage you to have soil delivered. Have your topsoil or your compost or whatever main medium that you're using, whether you're using peat moss, which I know is not renewable, and I'm researching that right now and considering never using it again. But right now I'm not using it because I found this Sweet Peat product, which is a peat moss, what's the word? Equivalent. So this is Cheryl signing off for now. Thanks so much. And go down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of my tray garden. And are you growing anything in trays and containers? And what do you think of this soil? Have you had some delivered? And do you think you're going to be bold enough to get some delivered to your house and grow some food? All right. Love you guys. Bye.